Okay.
All right, so we're just gonna do a couple test runs.
Couple testers here.
Couple testers.
Couple testers.
Yeah. Couple testers. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Hi.
Let me get my let me just get myself situated. Oh yeah. Okay.
Welcome. I'm John Canopener.
And I'm James Wang.
And together we are Rock Hard. And today we are talking about Halloween 4, a little film that came out in 1988. And James, as always, is going to take it away with some facts. Take it away, James.
For this first fact, Halloween 4 screenwriter Alan B. McElroy.
That's not a real name.
Basically, he wrote the entire script in under 11 days, just in time before the 1988 Writers Guild of America strike took effect, which is the longest strike in WGA history, lasting 155 days. He also made a cameo in the film, serving as one of the state troopers at the ambulance crash site below. I have a picture. So yeah, he played a cameo. I'll put a picture right here.
We're going to have a picture. Crazy.
So yeah.
We know how those strikes can go. We just had one not too long ago.
Which is really weird to say. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, holy shit, yeah, we just went through a strike ourselves.
Big time.
And then also, how many movies got delayed?
Oh yeah, it fucked up a lot of things.
Yeah, so I know it's kind of funny how, he wrote the entire script in just under 11 days before the strike took place.
See, follow your dreams, people.
Hell yeah.
You can write a script in 11 days. Don't doubt yourself, ever. This guy did it. Anyway, good fact. Good fact.
All right. So, for this next one, it says Sheriff Meeker was originally supposed to die in the film via Man vs. Myers in a combat battle in the basement of the Meeker residence. The struggle would have resulted in a knocked-over furnace engulfing the house in flames, which in turn put Jamie and Rachel on the rooftop. However, the effects deemed too much for the film's budget and were cut, and Meeker's screen life saved in the process.
Okay. That would have been cool, though.
He would have been burned twice.
Those fucking budget restraints. Get some fucking money, dude.
Mustafa Akkad didn't have any fucking money?
Yeah, Mufasa definitely has money, dude.
Mufasa Akkad?
Mufasa Akkad.
I'm just
No,
kidding.
but that's... Yeah, because they're on the roof. Just because... Get up there, Rachel. Brady's telling them to go, or whatever. But they get up there, and they're stuck on the roof. It's a tense scene, but can you imagine if there's flames everywhere?
That would have been cool.
Fire.
Fire.
Fire always makes everything better.
All
Okay,
right.
good one.
So, and lastly, for this last fact, we all know the hideous skin-colored and blonde Michael mask that was used in the schoolhouse scene. Pretty well known, pretty talked about. However, I did not know that this was the case. So, if you've seen Halloween 4 at least 100 times, like we have, when it comes to the scene, it sticks out like a sore thumb with the blonde-haired Michael Myers in the schoolhouse.
It looks like Michael got sunburned.
Basically, yeah. That one little scene in particular is shot with George P. Wilbur, the person who played Michael, and a backup Ben Tramer mask that was used from Halloween 2. Several stories have made that rounds giving an explanation for the California Fun in the Sun Myers. However, the one that rings the most truth is that it was simply a mistake from the crew and budget restraints didn't allow for a reshoot. This is all according to Gore Zone magazine via the January 1988 issue. So I guess because time restraints and budget restraints, so they couldn't reshoot that scene. So I guess something fucking happened, and then they needed reshoots, but they couldn't afford a mask or whatever, so they just used the leftover one.
I wonder what happened to the mask they were using the whole movie. They're just like, fuck it, put it on. No one's gonna see. It's only for a second.
Which obviously it's like the most talked about.
Saw it. But I wonder, because I saw this when I was a kid, so I wonder if I didn't even notice it until way later on. So You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're so wrapped up in it that you don't even fucking think about it. But once you watch it a gazillion times, you're like, what the fuck? Michael got a little son?
Yeah, no, that was kind of funny. Anyway, that's all about for the facts that I have.
All right, cool. Cool. There's 3 facts for you. If you guys knew them, good. If you didn't, well, now you know a little something. Now we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes. Starting off with the fall feeling in the beginning. They set this is the first time in a Halloween movie regarding Michael Myers that we don't have the pumpkins in the beginning. We don't have the, in the title, the pumpkins doing weird shit.
Not even the music. It was just
No.
It's just Halloween 4, and then it's those parts of the town and fall and shit. And
Yep.
That's it.
But they show quite a bit. There's leaves falling. There's a ghost hanging in a tree. There's a scarecrow. It's very Halloweeny. It feels right. It feels right. I like the way it feels. Just a tip. Just a little bit.
It was kind of weird how they kind of showed like some parts of like in the daytime, but didn't all that shit happen when they were trying to transport Michael happen at night?
I don't know. I don't know if they were just showing it just to show an opening, just some kind of title, because once they hit the hospital...
And then they showed him like kind of getting there already, and it was night. I'm like, okay,
no.
That's kind of weird.
With the rain. They always drive like this. It's like, they're not going anywhere. It's just like someone with a hose like spraying that windshield.
All right.
Action. But
Yeah.
Anyway, the Halloween theme kicks off.
When they were taking him.
When they're loading Michael.
Yeah.
So finally we get the Halloween. So
Yeah.
it's not right at the beginning, but it's pretty much. I mean,
When they
it's
loaded
pretty
him
close.
up in the ambulance and then they
After
kind of
that
pull
guy,
off.
the guy fucking tells the whole story in the beginning. This guy, Michael, after his sister, couldn't get him. Bah, 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 bah. All that guy with the fucking brown tooth, the stinky guy. And then the Halloween theme kicks off, and then bam, right to what you were saying.
The lady asked the guy, was like, does he have any blood relatives? And then they only said, like, he has a niece, but she's too young to take care of him. And then I guess that awakened something in Michael because he was in a coma or some shit.
Let me see this.
And then he just seen clench his fist. Oh, yeah, he fingers him in the brain.
The finger right in the fucking... Yeah, that's a great kill, too. Right in there. So you could tell that they were upping it a little bit. Like, Michael is vicious as fuck in this one.
Oh, yeah, for sure he is.
He's ripping faces. He's jamming guns through people.
I think this is like the one movie where I haven't really seen him kill anyone with a knife. He mostly just kind of just kills like with his hands.
Did he kill it?
He stabbed people, but I don't think he killed anyone. Not that I know of.
Really? Yeah, dude. I think that's a good point, man. I don't think there is one in here where he's...
I'm trying to think of all the kills. I'm like, he just fucking just tears people in the skin and shit.
Wow. Yeah, like when he slaughters the...
And then he gets the mechanic with that big crowbar thing.
Yeah, they stepped away from the knife on this one.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because when they're in the attic and he finally finds the knife, it's like...
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh, I'm gonna kill these bitches. And he goes after him, but he never really gets anybody with the knife.
He only stabs one guy in the back when they're on the truck and he's like fucking hanging on and shit. And he gets up and he's fighting them.
One knife kill. Maybe one
Stab
knife.
him in the back and threw him. I mean, that's kind of going too fast forward, but yeah.
But whatever. You guys have seen this. Once again,
We
we assume that you guys have seen this movie. Okay? That's why it's a discussion.
Review.
Anyway, very good, man. But that's a good catch, though, dude. They really got creative with the kills, and yeah, they said, fuck that knife shit. Let's get them to use some other shit. Yeah. I do like the bandage look. I didn't write that down.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the bandage look is pretty cool. I feel like if they want to just get away from the mask for, like, most of the movie...
But that was the way to do it.
Like, that wouldn't have been a bad look for him. I think that's cool. Kind of like how Jason has,
the bag on his head.
Right. Before they got to the hockey mask, the iconic deal, well, first it was his mom, and then his face is just gross as fuck anyway.
And then these sack head.
And then finally the hockey mask, which we all know and love. But yeah, I wouldn't mind the bandages. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, he does end up finding a mask later on. We'll get to it. I had the same thing. Realizing he had a niece brings him back. Fingers the guy's head. I also have Loomis is still the shit.
I put that he's alive with salami on his face. Because obviously his face is fucking burnt up because by the end of Halloween 2, which by the way, if you haven't seen that...
I wish I had a lighter, but yeah. He blows them both up.
that's what happened at the end. So the fact that Halloween 3 preceded not a Michael Myers movie, which we all know how that happened, which by the way, if you haven't seen that video, it's plugging our shit. Anyway, his fate was left unknown, but now he comes back, and then obviously he's fucking burnt. His face is kind of fucked up. His hand's fucked up. Like he's limping now.
So look at me.
Yeah, I have salami in my face. Freddy Krueger.
It's all gross. That guy looking at him like, he's like, come on, look.
Anyway, I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, he's fucked up in this. He has a limp now.
Yeah.
He's got blown to shit. But yeah, when they meet up in the gas station, and he sees him finally, and he's giving that great speech about, like, leave those people alone, leave them in peace. If you want another victim, take me. We were joking about it. I starts undressing. If you want another victim, take me.
Fucking just pull down his drawers, spread his cheeks. Give it to me, Michael.
You still get that he is still on the hunt for this guy.
Yeah.
Still, people don't believe his ass.
Which is fucking crazy.
After all this shit.
Because people, they know of it, but they don't believe him.
They're like, there's no way. His muscles would be shit right now. After this wreck with the ambulance dude, all we saw was blood and shit. That one guy was like, I've seen bodies thrown 50, 60 feet. Well, go look 50, 60 feet, bitch, and to go see if there's anything, because Loomis is telling you.
Evil is here.
You're talking about him as if he were a man. That part of him died a long time ago.
Hardest line. Yeah, fucking Loomis has like the hardest lines in every movie.
Lines. The best fucking
every
lines.
movie.
The best lines. The best lines. Yeah, almost too many to write down, but that was one that I liked a lot because, yeah, you're talking about him as if he's a man. Bitch, how many times I gotta tell you? This ain't fucking a man. This is evil incarnate taking over.
Yeah.
This is it. The human part's gone once this thing takes over, so.
Okay, so this one kind of goes a little bit forward. I only put stuff that like was kind of funny and interesting, and obviously, you know, stuff that I liked.
Yeah.
So this is when they're at that one store, which by the way, that was like a store used in other movies, which I didn't know that.
Oh.
I didn't know it was like deemed like fact worthy, but apparently that store was used like in a bunch of other movies.
Oh.
So that one little store.
The store where the costumes
where the costumes are at.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was. I could try to find it real quick or just put it in the video somewhere right now. But anyway, the whole thing going on with Brady and Rachel, they're talking and shit, and Jamie goes to find the costume. She finds that fucking iconic clown costume and shit. Yeah. And then she sees Michael there because he gets the mask, and then she fucking backs up, breaks the glass, and then Rachel comes and just knocks shits over for no reason. That shit was like, yeah, not even her way. She just fucking knocks shit over. I think out of pettiness or something. I don't know. It seemed like kind of petty for her to do that. It was like, this was not in your way, and you're still knocking that shit over. That was the funniest thing I've ever saw.
I've always wanted to do this. Start knocking shit out of the way.
Nah,
I'm coming, Jenny! Yeah, why do you have to destroy half the store? just cause.
Fucking breaks the window, throw a chair.
Yeah, I have a negative. And this is just a personal thing. There's nothing wrong with it, but yeah. When those bitch cheerleaders fucking ditch Loomis on the side of the road.
Oh my god.
Right there. Right there, bitches.
Right here,
how dare you? And that one fucking dude in there. Fuck all of you.
Yeah, he thought, why is he gay? All you. Was he gay?
It's hot as shit. He doesn't even have any water with him, which he should have taken from the store, but whatever. He's just walking down the road, hot as shit, looks hot as shit.
He's all fucking dirty. Like, he got to a
one guy already passes him, doesn't give a shit about him, and then these bitches come up and fucking just, come on, and then as soon as he gets close, he's all happy and stuff, limping, and then they take off. Fuck all of you. I don't know. That's not negative on the movie, it's just negative to those people. I hate seeing Loomis getting dissed like that.
And then him getting picked up by that one priest, whatever.
Yes, and I really wish he would have stuck around a little bit because you're hunting it, ain't you? You're hunting it, and it's just like perfect for I am, motherfucker. And they share some whiskey or whatever. And
they say, what did he say? It was like it's like fear or something, like an entity. Damnation.
And he says, yeah, that part. He says, yeah. It don't die like a man dies.
It's like, no shit.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, word, yeah, I will take some of that.
And then he takes it, and then he smiles. I'm like, I was saying, like, this man, fucking, no one believes him. He's going through some shit just to save people. Like, he could have been like, all right, then fuck these people, and whatever, go away. But he's helping them, And then he finally gets a moment of peace with this one random stranger, like this priest guy, and there he smiles. I'm like, seeing him smile kind of like makes me happy, you know?
Yeah.
Smile too.
Because he has to be so serious all the time. So when he gets a little glimpse of happiness in his fucking journey along the way from this priest or whatever, you're like, okay, it's a sweet. That's why I kind of wish the priest was there. I kind of wish the priest would go through the rest of the movie with him, because I like the priest.
Yeah.
I like him. Like, he could have been in the house with him and just been like, he's here. Damnation is here.
Yeah.
And just been fucking chugging whiskey or whatever the hell they were drinking. But yeah. The priest, awesome. And seeing that little glimmer of happiness in Loomis, almost like he did in Halloween.
Honey, get your ass out of there. All smiling. That's what I'm saying, man. What a guy, dude.
Yeah, I miss him.
Rest in peace, man.
I miss him.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I wish there was like some actors that just could never die, just so we could see him over and over and over and over. And he's one of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a negative. Go ahead with your next one.
All right, so this one, I just put down how Jamie, she's just a really good and likable character.
Oh, like, Jamie?
Jamie and Rachel. I should have put Rachel there too, but those two.
For sure. Especially Jamie, for being so little and just killing it.
I was like, dare I say she is a better I mean, this is kind of comparing her to another kid actor at the time. Andy from Child's Play. I forgot his name. God. Compared to those two, I thought he was good in some parts, but like, yo, Danielle Harris, she's like fucking way better at that time. They're both like around the same age. It's like 88. They're both kids. I'm like, dude, she's fucking way better.
Playing fear.
Fear, emotion, crying.
Playing like sadness from getting picked on by all the fucking kids. For some reason, they're like, Jamie's an orphan. Jamie's an orphan. It's like, fuck all these kids.
For real.
She's just running out all slow motion. You're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be okay. You're okay.
You're okay. Poor thing.
I know.
Poor
sad.
thing.
Sad
and then finally she's like, fuck these kids. Yeah, you know what? I do want to go trick-or-treating. I am going to go out tonight. I am going to get double scoops. I don't know if they ever did.
They never went for ice cream. Oh, I don't know. I saw something too, but it's not related to this anyway.
Okay. And then I have, finally, we have someone that takes Loomis serious, and that's Sheriff Meeker. I think he's an awesome addition to this movie and to the franchise. Like he said, he was supposed to die in this movie, but dude, what a badass. This guy doesn't fuck around. As soon as Loomis tells him...
Aside from Brackett, he's the another sheriff that believes him.
Brackett was still kind of iffy, though, for a while.
But he saw until he saw some shit, and then his kid dies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but still, another sheriff...
I gotta go home and tell my wife before anyone else does. Yeah.
So fucked up.
But Meeker, good guy. What a badass. Just a hard-ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right away. Just like, we're gonna go, okay, let's go. Let's take this guy out.
He fucking just walks into his police station and sees all of his men just dead. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, Michael slaughters a whole police station in this movie.
Which, by the way, would have been really cool to see.
Yeah, we didn't get to see it. Probably budget cut again.
Again, budget restrictions. God damn it.
But you see the aftermath. Arms cut off and shit. Yeah. And just like, oh, God.
Can they just do like a flashback scene of him just doing that? I don't know. Fucking like,
I bet he used a knife there.
Halloween Kills or something? I don't know. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah, that was my next one, was Loomis and Meeker discover Michael killed the whole police station. That's crazy. And see, I wonder, like, when this is to future movies, but I wonder if David Gordon Green and Danny McBride, because I know they paid homage to a lot of these movies. They didn't actually steal things, but they paid homage to a lot of the older sequels.
Yeah.
So they, like the firefighter scene in Halloween Kills, I bet that's an homage to, okay, we never saw him fuck up the police station in Halloween 4, so let's do that here with the firefighters. Kind of seems that way, because he fucks them up. And when you see that police station, it looks like Kills. It looks like he fucked them up just like he did in Kills. Like, he just didn't give a shit. He annihilated. He cut off limbs, cut off heads.
Fucking maybe. Blood everywhere.
Shit everywhere. Blood and shit and cum all over the place.
All right. So the next thing I put was... I didn't know all their names. I just called them the rednecks.
Yeah, the good old boys.
The boys, whatever.
The bartender.
I know.
Everybody shut the hell up. Whatever he said.
Everyone shut up a goddamn minute. Was it Earl or some shit? You got it, Earl.
Yeah.
They just killed like a random teenager wearing a mask because the one guy, they're looking for this guy, and then they see something like apparently one guy sees Michael like behind the bushes, whatever.
So they think.
So they think one guy says it, and they all come out and just fucking
unload.
Like they fucking just mag jump the fuck out of this bush.
There it is. They're all drunk. They're all, oh shit, Earl's Ted Hollister. Okay, just.
So again, like another Ben Tramer moment where just an innocent kid dies because they're fucking wearing a Michael mask twice already. So.
And that kind of shows that whole mob mentality bullshit.
Or it's kind of like Kills. It's something I feel like Halloween 4 and Kills are kind of like.
Right.
Very, very neck and neck or hand in hand when it comes to.
Which makes a lot of sense because you would have like Halloween 1 and then Halloween 2 and 4 are kind of like Kills because there's hospital stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's like the town going after Michael, all that shit. So yeah.
Like Tommy Doyle and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, I thought was kind of cool just to say to bring them, but they're not here.
Where's Tommy in this? Tommy's got to be around.
He's got to be a little bit older.
Mm-hmm. That would have been cool.
To see, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of referencing Friday the 13th, but with like Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah.
He was a kid when he was, when Jason fucking him up, and then he's kind of got older.
Yeah.
So kind of like a Tommy Jarvis thing. Be kind of cool to see with Lindsay and Tommy.
And that'd almost be perfect for Halloween 4. I wonder why they didn't do that. Because you could have had Tommy, because he wrote the fucking shit in 11 days. But it could have been like, Tommy would be like 18 and Lindsay.
Around that time, yeah, like 18.
Perfect teenager's time to get fucking killed. Maybe 17, something like that. But
team up with Rachel or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then have them taken down.
Oh, that's a positive too. I didn't even write it down, but Rachel's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I said that.
Oh, you did?
Jamie, she's just a really good and likable character.
Oh, Jamie?
Jamie and Rachel. I should have put Rachel there too. But
Yeah,
those
dude.
two. Yeah, with Jamie too. How they're just, because they're like both. I mean, everyone else, they're not as annoying, but like those two. And I feel like those three, Rachel, Jamie, and Dr. Loomis are like, and Sheriff Meeker. Yeah, I feel like those four. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Everyone was kind of cool, except for that one bitch. I don't know what's her name. Kelly. Yeah. I mean, she's like whatever.
Slut.
Yeah. But other than that, everyone was cool.
Just trying to act like I didn't know that you and Brady had a thing. She's like, you know.
And then fuck Brady too. Him and his fucking big ass eyebrows, fucking caterpillar ass.
Yeah, is that dude supposed to be hot? None of the dudes in here are slightly attractive. The chicks, for 80s standards.
Yeah, 80 standards. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, but yeah, as far as Brady, I'm like, really? This is what you guys were into? Bushy ass eyebrows?
You couldn't have fucking Johnny Depp in this or something?
Yeah, for real, a real hunk?
For real. That's what I'm saying. Wasn't like the same time too?
What a fucking guy. I need a
Which,
real
by
man.
the way, too, the chick that played Rachel, she auditioned for Nightmare 4. But she didn't get the cut, or she didn't make the
Really?
cut. She auditioned for some character on Nightmare 4,
I wonder
and
if
she
was
didn't
supposed
make
to be
it.
the main girl to take over for, what's her name? Patricia Arquette. She was in Dream Warriors, and then for some reason, she wanted to come back for the fourth one. So then they hired the other chick, Tuesday Night. That's her name, Tuesday Night. I swear to God, I know it sounds stupid. I wonder if she was supposed to be that because she's blonde and she got some acting cred from the.
I didn't see what.
Oh, but that came out before. When did Nightmare 4 come out?
It came out in '88, same year. But I thought that was kind of cool, I don't know where we're going with that, but that was kind of saying that Rachel was cool, pretty much. Just a good character. And everyone except for Brady and Kelly were cool.
Oh, this is just a really cool scene. I thought it was cool when the officer's in the chair, and then Rachel comes up to him and is like, when can we get out of here? When can we go home or whatever?
Yeah, I was just trying to make small talk with him.
And he's like, shut the fuck up and get the fuck away from me. But while they're talking or whatever, when she goes away, you just see Michael's face in the back.
Illuminating, that's what I have
just a little bit, and then he backs up.
Yeah.
So they still kept that going.
Like on the first one, the second one, and now the fourth
and
one.
now you got it again.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to catch it because it's kind of
You can miss it. It's really quick, yeah.
But I like that. I thought that was cool. And he does look over there, and the motherfucker should have checked it out. But he was like,
yeah,
whatever. I think I saw a white mask over there. But whatever.
They probably own one. I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't get paid enough.
So this is kind of like after like their whole Rachel and Kelly's interaction with her, like, I didn't know you guys had a thing or something, and whatever, and fucking that whole shit. She brings
coffee on her now.
She brings out the tray of coffee and she lights the candle, and then you see the chair rocking. Yeah. And when she lights the candle, you see that deputy fucking was his head off or something, or was he just dead or some shit? His neck was snapped.
Twisted, yeah.
Yeah, his neck was snapped or twisted, but he's in the fucking corner. He's dead as shit, obviously. And then you see Michael just fucking get up. I'm like, and play the music in the background. I'm like, that's badass. That's a badass scene.
That was tight.
And then fucking just
And then you dumbasses, you thought you were locking the evil out, but you locked the evil in, dude. You're fucked. Everybody's fucked.
For real. But I like that whole scene. He just gets up and the shotgun and just fucking just stabs
Right through her ass. Like, I'm not gonna shoot you. I'm gonna jam this motherfucker right through you, and you deserve it, you dumb slut. Get out of here. You die.
Badass scene. Fucking like 50 Cent playing in the background. Fucking badass.
Yeah. I have that too. Shotgun through that slut Kelly. And then I also have the rooftop scene. Is cool as fuck. If you want some tension, it's probably the most tense as it gets right there, because Rachel's carrying Jamie on her back trying to climb up this roof. And I believe originally I heard this that was supposed to be, there's supposed to be a storm going on. You mentioned the fire.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it was supposed to be both, like a storm.
But then they couldn't because like it was too dangerous. But from what it looked like, my assumption, like kind of knowing how like they do scenes, whatever, I thought the roof was gonna be like close to the ground, like they just built a roof and put it on the floor. I thought they just filmed like that, but it turns out they just filmed it on an actual fucking house, on the roof. Which is crazy as shit, by the way. But kind of cool, the realism behind it. So
Michael right on their ass, and then she loses Jamie. She fucking falls by the chimney or whatever, and then Rachel's barely hanging on with Michael sliding, and she ties like some kind of wire around her or something like that to lower her down, right?
Yeah.
God, there's a gnat in our luxurious studio here. Tense scene, tense as fuck.
Yeah.
Rachel falls. Jamie, I guess, gets down somehow. She climbs like the little vine, what are those things called? Little wood thing that has vines growing on it or whatever. Anyway, she climbs that down. She's like, "You can't be dead! You can't be dead!" And then we all think she's we all think she's dead. And then somehow Loomis pops up out of nowhere. And where's the schoolhouse? Puts a gun to her head. Where is the schoolhouse? And then her and Jamie go to the schoolhouse. And that's where we see that pink Michael mask.
Because obviously that's like the one thing that people fucking bitch about the most.
Yeah.
But aside from the mask alone, it's also the fact that it's a blonde mask and a fucking skin-colored Michael. But obviously, like I said earlier, it was because they just used leftover masks because they had to reshoot.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I kind of get it. Like, I don't see why people would be like, aren't they gonna see that pink shit? And they're like, nah, fuck it, they're good. But that's one common thing I see with Halloween movies. Yes, the first mask is always gonna be the best, right? And they've fucked it up over and over and over and over and over again. But don't let that take away from the movie. Like, that's all I can say, because people act like that's the fucking worst thing you can do. Is like, I know it's supposed to be good. I know you're supposed to, like, you want to see that classic face, but just because it's not there doesn't mean, like, I don't think this mask is that bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
it's a new mask. You see him grab it.
We'll get there when we get there, but obviously the fifth one, I think, is like,
yeah, it's dog shit.
That shit's like fucking untucked. I'm like, at least this one's tucked in.
Yes, and it still looks like pretty close to the original, but it just doesn't have as much like depth in the cheeks and stuff like that. But in all reality, it's like, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen before. I can still tell it's supposed to be a Michael Myers mask.
Yeah.
And you see him grab a new one. It's not the same one, people. It's not the same one. So what do you think? After 10 years that they would make the same one? How many Batman masks are there that look so fucking different from each other? And how many, you know what I mean? Frankenstein masks and all this shit. Like, they're always going to look a little different. I feel he's like, well, close enough, bitch, you know, and put it on and went with it. We could have had a totally different mask. What if he picked something like a werewolf mask or something instead? And we'd be like, okay, this is not Michael. This is stupid. But instead, no, he's like, oh, perfect. I will take that shit and wear it. So it's not supposed to look the same. That's the way I look at it. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me. It's not like he dug it up or something like that and was saving it forever or anything. It was like, dude, he went to a store and got a mask that looked like it. So anyway, I feel like even as we go further on, the masks really, they're not that big a deal to me. I know they're a big deal to a lot of people. I would love to see the original keep going on, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I feel like it's decent enough. That's decent enough. The shoulder pads, though. What when he's
I was wondering too. I'm like, is that the way his body is shaped,
No,
or
they're
he's
shoulder
fucking
pads.
like, he's like, that's what he looks like.
Especially at the end when he's getting shot. He always looks stupid when he gets shot. Every time, dude. But anyway,
That's the one. That's the one thing they cannot get right so far.
Ever. But yeah, he's wearing shoulder pads and that shit. I don't know if it's for like some protection when he like, because all Michael dudes are stunt guys. So I wonder if it was like protection for him to fly off the truck, and they were just like, fuck it, let's keep shooting, keep going, just leave it on. We don't have time to take it off. Budget constraints. Every second costs money for the studio. So maybe they just wanted to cut some, because they didn't know if this was going to do well. Halloween 3 bombed, so they were just like, fuck, hopefully this does well. I don't even know what the box office was. It must have done fine because they did Halloween 5.
I'll tell you right now. All right, guess how much it made.
Back in the 80s. Okay. What does it say the budget?
Yeah.
What was the budget?
$5 million.
Really? Okay, $5 million. I'm going to say it made 15.
Ooh, you're close.
What is it?
17.8 million.
Okay. The rule of thumb is make triple your budget and you made a profit. So, done.
Looks like they made their money back. And plus some.
Mm-hmm.
So, for 80 standard, that's like a lot of fucking money.
For 80s slasher, too.
80s slasher.
Competing at that time with Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th through the fucking roof. Like, they were dominating the 80s. So, if you have Halloween jumping in, finally like, hey, remember me? And they still made a decent amount. Like, that's not bad. Not bad at all. And you can kind of tell the competition with this and Friday the 13th, just on how gory the kills are.
Yeah, for sure.
In this. But I do have another negative. There's one that doesn't make sense to me, is how Rachel knew to go to the school. She just kind of shows up at the school.
Could have sworn, like, when she was, Rachel was running away and after Michael chases her or whatever, she kind of, like, moves for a second. Like, she's, like, coming back, too.
So do you think she heard Loomis?
Maybe, or other than that, that's like a fucking coincidence. But I could have sworn like I saw her like move for a second or whatever.
They get to the school. Michael's there. Jamie falls down the stairs. She runs out of the building, and then Rachel's just there. That's kind of weird. And then all the honky-tonk people are there too. So I don't know. I don't get it, but whatever. It's cool. I'm just saying a little plot hole. I just don't know how she got there. If we want to say that she heard him when she was on the lawn faking. Fine. I can go with that. But that's just something I caught. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying. Just something. There's not much in here that's a negative. Like,
yeah.
I really enjoy watching this movie. It's a fun watch. And it's a quick, just fucking easy watch, too.
An hour and 28.
It gets right fucking to it. Introduces new characters very easily. And very good for how quick it is, too. Like, there's no fact. You get that. Okay, this is their Jamie's adopted family. Lori died. All this shit happened, or whatever. The family is taking her in. They're trying to care for her as much as possible. Rachel's kind of like stuck up a little bit at first, but then she comes around hella quick to like take care of Jamie and prove herself to be like, yeah, I am your sister. I love you.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of like Rachel's arc. But it's so quick. I'm surprised this dude wrote this in 11 days because it's pretty well written. Like just to get to it and get Michael back and he's taking out the whole town. He takes out the power. He takes out the police force. You don't have a police force. He gets all crazy, Loomis. But yeah, and the kills are great, which brings me to my next one. Michael ripping the driver's face off.
Yeah, that was my next one too.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dude. He fucking digs in right here and starts peeling that shit right in front of fucking Jamie and Rachel in the truck. Ugh. It's pretty gnarly. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Throws his ass out, and then Rachel has to fucking take over again.
Michael on top of the road. Fucking holding on.
Yeah.
She's like all over the fucking truck. Yeah, he's like on there hanging on for his
And then he
life.
slams his head into the window.
I know, but obviously it looked like a fist. His face looked too small. It's like the picture you have.
Oh, yeah.
Like all smushed in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of funny, though. Of all the things you can do, he's like, poof.
Fuck it, use your head.
And then, okay, so we're getting to the end here. Michael gets shot to shit again by a grip of people. Falls into a grave kind of thing, right? And then you think everything's honky-dory. We're back at Jamie's house with the adopted parents and everything. Her foster moms starting the bath, getting everything going for her. It's going to be a calm night now. Everything's okay. The evil's gone. Evil's dead. Then you start seeing this POV shot again. Is Michael dead? I thought we just saw him die. Go in there. See a hand pick up some scissors. Go in there. And then you hear screaming. It is not Michael, though. It is Jamie Lloyd, standing at the top of the stairs, have that blank-ass stare, just like Michael did in the beginning of the beginning of Halloween 1. And there's Loomis freaking the fuck out downstairs. No! No! And then he tries to blast her ass. Because he knows that's not Jamie anymore. That's not Jamie. And when they were at that place where Michael got shot, Jamie went up to him and touched him.
Yeah.
And they zoomed in on that hand. So it's either because they're related they have something, or did he pass something on right there to her?
Yeah, that's what I put. Killing his mom wearing the mask, and I put the evil was passed on.
The evil was passed on.
Yeah.
And she's up there and she's breathing all crazy like Michael or whatever. And then
that's it.
That's the end. What a sick ending. If not one of the best, if not the best in the whole franchise. But yeah, that was a really cool part. But dude, Halloween 4 is a kick-ass movie. I never get tired of watching it. I was super excited for this one. Besides, I was at first when we started this again, I was like, damn, I really like Halloween 2. Since we just watched it, I don't know if that's gonna be at the top, but I think this one takes cake. So far, Halloween 4 is kicking the shit out of 1 and 2 right now. But anyway, you have anything else? What are your thoughts on Halloween 4?
So far,
just in general.
So far, watching without mentioning the other ones, the ones that we're going to see later, aside from those ones, just through 1 through 4, obviously 4 is the best one.
Yeah.
Even in our pre-ranking too, I put 4 pretty high because it is just I feel like it's kind of not really a reboot, but it could have been. Because you know how sometimes there's some stories where they just kick off and then you have an orphan and shit they don't really mention.
You're right. I was thinking that too. It could have just started at 4.
Could have been just his own separate Halloween as a reboot or something.
It could have just started at 4, for sure. Because you get all these pictures of fucking Lori and all this kind of stuff. You figure out the backstory pretty quick and everything like this. So if you wanted to just start at 4 and just continue on, or you just have it as one fucking movie. It's a solid movie on its own.
Yeah. But before we end this off, I do want to continue on this thing we've been doing with the Halloween things. So now that we watch Halloween 4, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this movie?
I would rate this
out of 10.
Out of 10, 8.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
So, if we are looking back correctly, you, my good sir, have rated, Halloween 1, a 7 out of 10, Halloween 2, a 9 out of 10, and now Halloween 4, 8 out of 10. We're not counting Halloween 3, but he did say 3 out of 10.
Halloween 4, it's a great movie. Be on the lookout for Halloween 5, coming out pretty soon here. And that is going to do it for us. This is Rock Hard out.
Beans, rice, and Jesus Christ.
Hasta luego.
Bitches.